It was a while ago that I interviewed a man named Lester Ruth. Lester is a worship historian and a professor at Duke University. And as we talked, he mentioned that from his research, that he has seen kind of a shifting in who we're addressing, I guess might be an easy way to say it, in the songs that we sing. And this is not just like, hey, I think this might be true. No, he's actually documented this kind of stuff. And so I want to let him share with you, and then I'll come back in after he's done.
I think one of the biggest things that I've seen is a shift in the songs. Specifically, whether the songs directly, explicitly address God in verbs of thanksgiving, praise, and adoration. If someone was to take a look, and I've done the work actually, of all of the top songs from the 60s and 70s and 80s, even through the 90s, there was lots of language of, we thank you, O God, or I've got song lyrics coming back to my head, I exalt thee, or we love you, Lord. So direct expressions of thanksgiving, praise, and loving adoration to God. But in my analysis of song lyrics for about the last 10 or 15 years, there's a noticeable shift. It's not as if we're not thanking God or praising God or adoring God anymore, but we're almost doing it in a little bit more indirect way by piling up honorifics or honorable things about God. Oh God, you are the one who did this and did this and did this. And by implication, we praise you and exalt you. But the older songs just almost expressed it more directly. Is that a good thing, a bad thing? I'm not sure, but I know it is a thing. And the potential danger is to walk to the edge of the cliff and be so concerned about piling up honorifics, honorable things about God, that we slip over so that we're no longer directly addressing God in prayer, which was one of the main complaints of early praise and worship folks, is that we had so many hymns that talked about God, but we had so few that actually talked to God. I'm not going to say that we're on a slippery slope, but we are playing around with the edge of that slope, I think.
You know, I personally found that conversation pretty fascinating because I have said that same thing for a long time, and I haven't done the research that Lester has, but I have lived through a lot of it from the early stages of the contemporary worship movement. I would have been involved in the mid to late 70s until now, all right? So yes, I am really old. So I've seen that same shift that he's talking about, and I'm not greatly concerned, but I am somewhat concerned, just like he is, that we're pushing that a little bit too much. I think more of our songs should be directed toward God, that we're actually singing to Him, if you will. So my takeaway for this time is just to challenge you to think about that for your own songs. Are you really doing that? Are you singing? And I'm not saying every song has to be that way, but I think more and more they should be directed toward Him. And with this worship historian telling us, look, I've documented this shift, I think we need to consider this.
Brought to you by myworshipleadingcoach.com.
Helping you to be more fully equipped as a worship leader.